Some 8,000 Bosnian men and boys were killed at Srebrenica in 1995. It took 8 years to create a proper cemetery. The Bosnian Serb soldiers who committed the massacre initially threw their victims into mass graves. And it's taken until today, more than a quarter of a century on, for a final verdict on the general who presided over the killings. 26 long and painful years for those who continue to mourn.
Ratko Mladic was ultimately responsible for all the crimes. He ordered the killings and he must be held accountable under international and divine law. It's important for future generations to show that genocide is unacceptable, to prevent a repeat of Mladic and his policy.
Today's appeal court session marked the end of the road for the man who became known as the Butcher of Bosnia.
For criminal tribunals is now in session.
Mladic, now aged 78, scowled as the court upheld his convictions for genocide, crimes against humanity and war crimes.
Finding that Mr. Mladic is not guilty of genocide and...
The presiding judge, Zambian Priska Matimba Nyambe, dissented from the other 4 judges, but that makes no difference to the verdict nor the life sentence that Mladic must now serve. At Srebrenica, Mladic ordered Bosnian Serb soldiers to separate the men and boys from the women, take them away by bus and shoot them, in the worst war crime on European soil since World War II. He's also been found guilty of terrorising the civilian population of the Bosnian capital, Sarajevo, during the 43-month siege, and of responsibility for ethnic cleansing. Mladic is the last of the main architects of the Bosnian genocide to be sentenced. The political leader of the Bosnian Serbs, Radovan Karadzic, is now serving a life sentence in the Isle of Wight, while the former Serbian leader, Slobodan Milosevic, died of a heart attack in 2006 in his prison cell. But an end to the legal process isn't enough.
It shouldn't end with this judgment. Something must be done so that the Serbian nation comes to realise and accept the truth. Without that, there's no reconciliation.
And that's the problem. Many Serbs still see themselves as victims, not perpetrators.
It's political. There's no justice here, just politics.
Today's verdict should lay history to rest. But as long as Serbs refuse to accept the guilt of their leaders, there's no agreed truth and no way forward.